All right. So I want to talk to you guys a little bit about mindset, um, confidence, and self-belief because so much of success is a mental game, no matter what you're trying to be successful at. But so much of business is mental. That's why we always talk about, reading and what are you studying and um, it's so important because that's such a huge part of success. Like, I don't know if there's a percent tied to it, but it's a lot. Mindset is everything. So, a couple weeks ago, we had a birthday party for my nephew, Brody, and he got a new bicycle and he hopped on it and just took off riding, no training wheels. And he's the same age as my daughter. And Ruby was like, oh my gosh, I want to ride my bike. Take my training wheels off. So she had self-belief that she could ride the bicycle because she saw someone else her age and doing it. And so we took the training wheels off and she started riding. She'd pedal like 3 or 4 times and then she'd put her feet down. But the more she was practicing, the more confident she was getting. Well, we weren't riding bikes too long and it was time for them to leave and the party was over. And so the next morning I said, Ruby, let's go back out and get on your bike so we can keep practicing. And so this time we went out there and she was a little frustrated. She was crying. She wanted her training wheels back on. She wasn't riding it as well as she was the day before. And so her confidence that she had the day before and all that self-belief just pummeled. Like, it just hit the ground. Like, it was gone. And so I said, let's try again later because I don't want you to get frustrated. So we tried again and it was kind of the same thing. She was just really frustrated with it. So Brody came back over and brought his bike and he hopped on it and starts taking off. So that self-belief comes back because she can relate to him so much because they're both 5 and anything she can do, he can do. And so this is like a big deal that he can do this and she can't. And so she started practicing again and she started taking a little bit more action and she was getting better about it. Her confidence was back. So I picked her up from school yesterday. So this must have been 2 days ago, yesterday. And we were in the car and she says, Mom, do you think when I'm 6, do you think I can ride a bike without training wheels when I'm 6? And I said, no, Ruby, we are going to learn later today how to ride the bike. Today is the day you're going to learn to ride that bike. And she said, well, Mom, it's kind of difficult. Like, do you remember learning to ride a bike? It's not that easy, Mom. And I told, I related to her and told her I understood. And I said, well, what happens when you're like, okay, I'm going to do this. You take 3 or 4 pedals and you're going, and then you put your feet down. What are the thoughts that are going on in your head when this is happening? What's that little voice saying? And we had never had a conversation about the little voice, but I know she's got a subconscious mind. And so she was like, well, this is what I say. Pedal, pedal, pedal. I'm going to turn. I'm scared. And I put my feet down. And I said, okay, so let's change that. Let's work on your self-belief. And so I want to talk to you a little bit about the difference between confidence and self-belief. So confidence comes from action, and knowing that you can do something because you've done it over and over and over. That makes a person confident when you're taking action and you can do it because you have already done it. Self-belief comes from, that's the ability to have belief that you can do something that you've never tried before. Does that make sense? So self-belief would sound like, I don't know how to ride a bicycle, but I can learn. If my cousin Brody can do it, so can I. That's self-belief. And so her self-belief and confidence was a roller coaster. When she stopped taking as much action, her confidence went down. And the voices, her subconscious, that little voice, the little jerk that sits on your shoulder was saying, you're scared. So it would start off I got this. Pedal, 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 pedal. I got to turn. I'm scared. I'm scared. And then her feet would come down. So she'd lose that self-belief in the middle of the action. So in the car, I was saying, okay, well, let's change what you're saying. Let's say, I got this. Pedal, 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 pedal. I'm turning. I got it. And so we, out loud, we're saying this together in the car. I got this. Pedal, 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 pedal. I got to turn. I got this. And so we giggled and laughed and we did it. And I noticed she was saying it later in the day too, once we got out of the car. But it was raising her self-belief because what she was telling herself. So some people believe in order to achieve or to even start something that you have to be confident. But it's not really true. You need to take action. Confidence comes from action. But to take the action, you have to believe in yourself. So you've got to check your self-talk. What are you saying to yourself? Right? What is that little voice saying? I'm not worth it. I don't deserve this. I'm always going to be broke. I'm no good at sponsoring. No one wants to join my team. No, I could never do that. I could never be as good as her. I'm not pretty enough. I'm not smart enough. I'm not good enough. Right? It goes on and on and on. You guys have got to check yourself and change that because you're lying to yourself. That's a lie. And so if you change that lie, you're already lying to yourself. So just change it. Say, I am pretty enough. I am worth it. I do deserve success. I will be successful. I will be at the top of the company. I cannot believe how many people want to join me in business. Everyone wants to be on my team. I am so good at this. I'm getting better at this. I am enough. I am worth it. I am valued. Change the lie. Yes, you're going to have failures. Yes, you will learn from those failures. And the thing is, you all can succeed. And the quicker you make the mistakes and the quicker you fail at what you're trying to do, the quicker you're going to get better. So just know there's some things that are not going to come natural, and you're probably going to suck at it. You're probably going to eat dirt. You're probably going to embarrass yourself. However, learn from it and fail forward. Just keep going. So if you know that you're going to make the mistake, and anticipate mistakes and anticipate not being great at things, knowing that is going to keep you moving forward quicker. And the quicker you can fail, the quicker you're going to get better at it. Cool? So don't wait for confidence to make a change. Don't wait for confidence to get good at sponsoring. Tell yourself you can do it. Lie to yourself. You're already lying, saying that you suck at it. So change the lie. So let's talk a little bit about some strategies to go ahead and help with the self-belief and help with the confidence. The first thing is making the decision, making the choice. I said, Ruby, do you really want to ride a bike without training wheels? She's like, absolutely. Yes. So you have two choices, whether you're learning to ride a bike, whatever it is, you have two choices. Do you want to grow and experience life to your full potential, or do you want to stay where you're at? Those are your choices, but you have to make the decision. I want to change my life. I want to help others change their life. I'm doing this for my kids. Make the decision that where you're at is not okay. You're settling for mediocrity, and that's not cool. So make the decision. You have two choices. Go or stay. So make a conscious choice. And that choice is an action that will fuel your confidence also. The second one is mindset. We talk about mindset all the time. Your mental game and mindset is such a huge part of success in anything. And that's what I'm working on with Ruby right now, the bicyclist, because she has the skills. She's got the strength. She's got a bike that fits her. She's got a helmet. She's got the peer pressure from her cousin. I mean, she's got everything going for her. And she goes, okay, I'm going to do this. Pedal, 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 pedal. I'm turning. I'm going to stop with my feet down. So it's a mental game. So this morning I was, telling her again, you can do this. Do you want to do it? Yes. So she made the decision. Okay. I am a great bicycle rider. I can pop wheelies. I ride the bike fast. When I want to stop, I use my brakes. I am not scared. I am brave. And we just went over all these things. And it's affirmations. It's I am statements, because there's no freaking reason that she can't ride the bike. The reason she's not riding the bike to her full potential is because of her mindset. Same thing. Why your business isn't growing, why you're not sponsoring people, why you're not booking the parties, why you're not bringing people into business, why you're not crushing your goals is because of your mindset. So mindset is a mental attitude that determines your response and your interpretation to certain situations. When you grow your mindset, your confidence will grow. It's tied together. So there's two different types of mindset. There's a fixed mindset. Fixed mindset is, oh, it is what it is. Nothing's going to change. I was born not a morning person. I was born into a poor family. I'll always be poor. Whatever these limiting beliefs are that you've put on yourself. Oh, I feel guilty because I'm being successful, right? I have them too. Guilt is a huge, huge part of my self-limiting beliefs. But I've identified it. And when I start to feel guilty and hold back, oh, I shouldn't play all out today because I don't want, I don't want to upset my sponsor. I'm going to promote again. I'm going to out-promote my sponsor again. Oh, I feel so guilty. And so I play small for some self-belief that, I would feel guilty because I made up in my head that it hurts her feelings and I should consider her feelings over my success. We all do it. We all have our things, right? And so the other part of mindset is a growth mindset. And that's exactly what I'm doing with Ruby is so she can see her unlimited potential. You're open-minded, you're optimistic, and you know that where you're at is not where you have to be. You're open to change. So those are the two types of mindsets, fixed mindset and growth mindset. Fixed mindset does everything possible not to ever make a mistake. I'm not even going to try that because I might mess it up. I am where I'm at, and I'm just going to be satisfied with just where I am. And then the growth mindset is we'll view a mistake and failures as a learning experience. And they don't mind failing because that means they're just going to get better. Someone who's a master at something has made every single mistake ever possible because they've done it so many times. So they've mastered it because of all the mistakes they've made. And so a growth mindset is seeing it as a learning experience. So, and the cool thing is you can change your mindset. You just change the lies. You make the decisions and you feed yourself with knowledge and affirmations. So let's talk a little bit more about self-talk again. This was Ruby. I'm scared, and puts her feet down. Your words create your reality. So when you're saying, I suck at sponsoring, guess what's going to keep happening? You're going to keep sucking at sponsoring. It's a lie. You don't suck at it. You might just be missing some skills. You might just not be taking the right action. You might not have given it enough time, which is very, very common. Change the lie. Change the lie. Whether you think you can or think you can't, you're always going to be right. Let's see. I wrote down a couple other things. Stop being your worst enemy. Get out of your own way. Get out of your own way. Also, that bad self-talk, the little guy that sits on your shoulder, also known as your subconscious mind, that says all those horrible things, that lowers your confidence. The lower your confidence, the less action you take. And then self-belief goes down. And when self-belief goes down, you're not going to be confident because you're not taking action. It is all tied together. But positive affirmations will definitely help create a positive outcome. So pay attention to those limiting beliefs that you have, or pay attention to when you're like, oh, I need to message people, no one's joining my team, or when you're in that negative mindset, because we all get there, right? I'm so guilty, but I also recognize it because I've practiced. Oh gosh, get out of here. You are worth it, Liz. You don't feel guilty because of your hard work. Don't feel guilty for your success. You are good enough. You can do this. And so when you start identifying that bad self-talk, write it down. I'm not good enough. I'm ugly. She's prettier than me. No one's joining my team. Whatever it is, keep a list of it. And then on the other side, write the opposite. I am worthy. I am beautiful. I am strong. So many people want to be on my team. I am awesome at sponsoring. Everyone wants to be on my team. I love to read. So whatever you write down, write the opposite of. And these become positive affirmations for you that you can say every single day. And once you start practicing it, I wish I would have journaled or something during this time when I realized it was something that I needed to do. And then started identifying it and then switching it and then telling I felt like this is the funny thing. When I was saying I'm not worth it or I'm not good enough, I believed that. I believed it. And I know you guys are believing it. But when I change the lie that I am worth it, I am good enough, I am amazing, I am beautiful, I am powerful, success is mine. I then, for some reason, felt like that was a lie. I felt like it was a lie. But I believed the negative talk. But for some reason, when I was saying these positive things, that's when I was like, I'm lying. Now I'm lying. But I never felt like that about the negative words. But I did about the positive words and the affirmations. But guess what happened? I'd say it over. 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 My self-belief became like alive at full throttle. And they weren't lies anymore. That's what was my subconscious mind was saying. Girl, you got this. That ain't no thing. You're Superwoman. You can do it. If someone else has done it, you can do it. You got this. You are worth it. And so it took practice and it took time and it took consistency. And it's weird how those lies now feel normal. And I'm accomplishing way more. So I challenge you guys to practice some different positive affirmations, but just really honestly start off by identifying what are you saying to yourself? Okay, now what's the opposite of that? So let's just do a quick recap. You're going to make the decision. You're going to make the choice that riding the bike with training wheels is not cool for a 5-year-old, and you are going to take the training wheels off of your bicycle and you are going to go. You're going to go fast. You're going to go far. You're in it for the long haul. This is what do they call it when you ride a bike? Like a long distance bike race. I was going to say triathlon, but that's when you do like multiple things. But you know what I'm saying. You're picking up what I'm throwing down, right? I can see some heads nodding, some smiles. One girl's crying. So make the choice that where you're at is not where you want to be, and you're gonna do something different. You're gonna make the change. Second one is mindset. Are you in a fixed mindset or do you have a growth mindset? Are you expecting failures to teach you, or are your failures gonna stop you? Fail forward, girls. And then self-talk. What is the jerk on your shoulder saying to you? It's a lie. So you're going to change it. You're going to identify the lies. You're going to flip it around to make it a positive thing. And you're going to say these things over and over and over. Put a Post-it note on your steering wheel. Set an alarm in your phone. I have an alarm that goes off on my phone at 11:30 every single day. And it says, authentic, joyful, and fun. because those are 3 of my core values. And it's a reminder to me, am I being myself? Am I having fun? And am I a joy to be around? And do I leave where I'm at better than before I was there? If I'm showing up somewhere, am I leaving it better than before I was there? Set an alarm in your phone that says, I am beautiful. A little bit, maybe a couple hours later, I am worth it. You've got this, right? And when that alarm goes off, maybe you message your best friend and say, I just want to tell you I'm cheering you on. Hey, maybe you message a sister and you say, hey, I just want to let you know that I think you're awesome and I see your hard work. It's because people, they need to hear it. And the more you tell yourself that and you share that love with other people, the more you will be it. I want to end with a quote from the late, old, dead Eleanor Roosevelt. She says, you gain strength and courage and confidence by every experience in which you really stop to look fear in the face. The danger lies in refusing to face the fear and not daring to come to grips with it. And so, face fear and do something about it, guys. For shizzy. I know a lot of you are at work and probably can't unmute yourself, but let's see if we can get a little participation. What are some things that you can identify with that you say to yourself? Because you're not the only one that's saying it. Because some people may be having a hard time even identifying.
I feel that I'm constantly second guessing myself when it comes to doing like my lives and things like that. And I'm trying to get out of the mindset, but that little evil voice keeps telling me, you're going to make a fool of yourself. You're not right now for me, because I did lack for the whole month of August. I had an awesome September, and August was, being my second month, was just the most horrible month. And it made me nervous now to keep moving ahead. And I try to get out of that mindset.
Right. So you are saying, I'm going to make a fool of myself. I've seen you go live. Have you made a fool of yourself?
I don't know. Nobody really comments or anything, so it's like I don't know. I don't know if maybe there's something I could be doing better, or I don't know, because the only one that clicks in to say anything is my big sister.
Hey, better than no one.
Yeah.
First times I went live, no one got on. So then again, that comes to self-belief. Like, oh, I'm going to make a fool of myself. No, you're going to be amazing. I'm going to be amazing. And if I do slip up, I'm human. Like, it's okay. We'll just laugh about it because I like having fun. Right? So you are amazing. I am amazing. I'm going to be doing so good on this. And the growth mindset says, and if I screw up, who cares? It'll be fun.
Yeah.
So that is how you would switch that. Like, I'm amazing. This is going to be awesome. I'm going to do great. That's the switch.
And I think that's what I've been doing more. Now it's just I need to work on getting on my lives and doing more lives and showing more of my confidence and saying, hey, I'm not afraid to be behind this live and showing you this.
Right.
Instead of just posting, here I am live.
Yeah. It's something to talk about. And even going live and saying, hey, you guys, every time I hit go live, I get nervous and I say to myself, oh, I'm going to humiliate myself. Oh, I'm scared. I'm nervous, or however you're feeling. Going live and just telling people like, this is kind of scary for me. This is a big deal. So thank you guys for always getting on here and supporting me. And I just appreciate it. And I want you to know that have found some confidence and self-belief by just facing this fear head on, facing it and just doing it.
Right.
So I would go live and say that. Thanks for sharing, Nicole. Does anyone else, Faith, I know your confidence and self-belief has totally transformed over the past 2 years that I've got to know you. Like I would almost say when I first met you, kind of shy. Maybe it's kind of how you would come off as shy. For those of you that don't know Faith Linton, you've got to follow her first off. But Faith, tell a little bit about your journey as far as confidence and self-belief goes, and you can go back to even talking about being a young mom. We'll turn it over to you for a moment.
When I first started, I actually I didn't do makeup, and I have always had a low self-esteem, like growing up and stuff through middle school. So I always had a low self-esteem, and I didn't really wear a lot of makeup either. So I don't even know really what pushed me to join a makeup company in the first place, other than the fact that I wanted to stay home with my kids. And I figured that makeup, it can't be that hard. But and over the past 2 years, it has definitely grown. I did not used to wear anything on my lips. I used to get bullied for my lips, and so I was like, I'm not wearing nothing on these bad boys. But I actually love wearing lip products now. Over the past years, I like wearing lip stuff. I really wasn't super scared of videos and lives, but I am very scared to talk to people in person. And so I have actually gained some contacts just from talking to people face to face, and it has grown over the years, and that's exciting for me. One thing I do say to myself is I suck at selling. And I really need to stop saying that. So I'll be like, I suck at selling. Like, oh my gosh, it's so hard for me to sell. And so that's one thing that in my mindset that I have got to change, and I need to be like, I'm a freaking bomb at selling products. Like, I can sell makeup to anybody. And so that's one thing about myself that over the years has not grown. But that's one thing I still need to work on. But yeah, my confidence, and I've learned that, Liz, you've always suggested doing the happy birthday voice messages. And I was like, I am not singing to nobody. I was like, I will just write them a little message and say happy birthday. And the past 3 to 4 weeks, I have been singing to people. And it was so scary for me to do it. Oh my gosh, I was like so nervous. I had to talk myself into it. I was like, Vic, you're going to sing to this person right now. But once I did it, and then I started doing more and more, it is so easy. I can hop on there and just to sing to 10 people real quick. And I'm like, okay, cool, I'm done with that now. So actually doing it made me okay with it. So now I'm cool with singing happy birthday to people on Facebook.
You face the fear, right? Just face it head on and just know that no one's ever died from it.
Yep, exactly. I'm still alive. I didn't die.
I have a question about the birthday thing. This isn't about mindset or anything. Since you've been doing that the past 3 or 4 weeks pretty consistently, what's showing up for you? What have you noticed?
I've noticed more interaction on my page, for sure, with just period with the 90-day run. I don't know if everybody else is doing the 90-day run, but with just the messaging period, it's freaking incredible. My page interaction has really changed, but people are messaging me back. Like I used to, when I was just doing happy birthday, I'd get a 1 or 2, but now that I'm singing it, I'm like, everybody's like, oh, that is so sweet. That just made my day. And they'll message me back now. So singing to them works. They're messaging me. So.
Yeah. That's so cool. I was just telling someone earlier that I think I get about a 90% message back. And what happens, you guys, when you message someone and they message you back, Facebook goes, they know each other, and you show up in their news feed. For real. So don't cut yourself short by just typing out happy birthday. Sing in their inbox. I did when I'm driving in the car. I was sitting over here getting ready and I did it, just real quick, 9 seconds a person. And it's worth it. And I sound like a dying dog. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. or whatever their name is. If I can pronounce their name, I say their name. If it's like Cassie or Casey, I'm like, I skip their name and just add an extra happy birthday. But of course, people love hearing their own name. So if you know how to say their name, say their name. But if you don't, add an extra happy birthday in there. So, all right. Anyone else have a share? Nikki Ward, is she on here?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hi. I've been hiding in the shadows, getting dressed while I've been listening to you guys. But I had a little bit of a share. You know, Unique's been a learning experience, all that, stepping out of my comfort zone. But my hardest thing has been recruiting and opening my mouth. And I have no problems opening my mouth for anything else in my life. But when it comes to like, hey, have you heard, I just get all clammed up and scared. But yesterday I was at the shop getting my hair done. And something just said, Tasha, you are at a salon. Come on, look at all these girls with their makeup and their eye. Just say something. So my hairstylist sat down next to me and I said, hey, have you heard of 3D Moonstruck mascara? And she's like, yeah, I have. I love that stuff. There's a girl over there that's looking. So I went over there and I talked to her and she signed up to be a presenter within 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying? And it just proved to me, it was like, just open your mouth. All they have, if they say no, go to the next one, keep going. But it's these little nuggets of success that are just fueling me, and I always thought that, oh, I'm selling myself. If people don't like me, they're not going to want to buy the, no, just share the opportunity with your bad self. That's all I wanted to share.
Yay, thank you. Yeah, sorting and sifting, right? Most people don't say anything, and if you don't say anything, I'm going to eventually come around to it and I'm going to say something. So you should probably beat me to it, folks.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Tasha, for sharing that, and congratulations on your new teammate.
It's my first real person that wants to sell. They're not a kidnapper.
Yeah.
So that was exciting. Thank you.
That is so cool. And you know what? Was it your hairstylist that referred you to her?
Yes.
So
yes.
What gets rewarded gets repeated. You might want to just give the little hairdresser a little gift and say, thank you so much. And if you want to send anyone else to me, I will keep rewarding you.
That's a really good idea. I'll go drop her off at Epic or something.
Yeah, but make sure you say, this is for that referral. I appreciate that. She knows dang well her business is built off referrals. Same with you. So congratulations. And you said this perfectly. You didn't say it in these words, but it's the little things that make a big difference.
Yeah.
So
you just need a little drop of success here and there, and it just kind of builds that self-esteem. And it's like you said, getting all that self-doubt and all that years, everyone's been raised and brought up in different families. And, so we have all these different ways of going and thinking about ourselves, so you kind of have to drop that old childhood, like, I'm not good enough, I'm not smart enough, I'm not fast enough, and you got to rebuild yourself. It's not going to happen if you don't work on it. So it's been a daily thing. And I can say thank you to Unique for just making me work on myself. This has been a great experience in so many different levels. I never expected this when I signed up.
Tasha, I love hearing that so much. It's not even about makeup. It's not about.
No, it's not.
Hey, will you message me when this Zoom is over?
Sure.
Okay, thank you.
No worries.
Anyone else want to share? Amanda Daniels, I see you on here. Is Nikki Ward on here?
I will. I'm here.
Okay, good. I want you to share a little bit.
For me, my biggest struggle was I kept telling myself I'm not a good leader. And I would see girls on my team that were like, yeah, they were all gung-ho, and then all of a sudden it was nothing. And I kept telling myself, well, Nikki, it's you. And I was like, okay, well, you have to focus more on them. And by doing that, I was then losing myself, like my business. And it's not, they're work and stuff is not a reflection on my leadership. Their lack of or not wanting to is them. And it wasn't until like super recent that I was like, you know what? You're a damn good leader. And if they don't want to have the help, then that's totally on them. But I had to stop telling myself, Nikki, your leadership sucks. And now that I'm out of that state of mind, I can not only focus on becoming a better leader, but I can also focus on finding the ones that want to see other people succeed and not just me.
Yeah. That's good. You identified it. You made the adjustments. You made the change. How's it feel?
It's still a struggle, and it's going to be a struggle until I master it. But as soon as I start having those feelings coming in and, you can't do this, I'm just like, nope, I can. And I'm going to prove to you that I can, because watch this. Or I'll tell myself, all the people that want to join me just want to be a kidnapper. So Liz, actually, when you posted, was it last week, about stop selling the kit, sell the business, that totally struck a chord with me. And I was like, what the hell have I been doing? I've been selling the kit. So that's all I'm going to get are kidnappers. I'm not going to get people that want the business. I'm not going to find the people that need to have a change in their life. I'm just finding people that want a deal.
Yep. You're not.
And it's definitely, it took that click, but there will be massive results from it.
Yeah, I am so proud of you, girl. Mwah. Love you. Thank you for sharing.
Love
Thank you for sharing, Nikki.
you. You are welcome.
Anyone else on here? Who did we say earlier? I wanted someone to talk. I don't see you.
And I interrupted you.
Yeah. Amanda Daniels. That's who. Amanda, are you on here?
Yes.
Will you share?
Okay, so the last 2 or 3 months I have completely fell off, and it's been excuses. I got 2 more children, thrown into my life because my family won't take care of them. So I've been basically making excuses as I can't do this, I can't do that because the kids need this, the kids need that, when I clearly have time to do what I need to do. And the past 2 or 3 weeks, I have been going to the gym every morning, 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock. I never stop. I'm always there. I'm pushing hard. I get to that last squat, and I'm like, you can do it. You can do it. And I feel like the gym is pushing me into, another direction, as in my mindset, as in if I can do it at the gym, I can do it with the business. Like I am, and another thing was I shared my sexual abuse story not too long ago. And for a while, I was extremely scared to talk to anybody. I didn't want to post about anything. I didn't want to talk to anybody. And that kind of set me back just because, I don't know, old memories and, all of that. But it's not something that I should be ashamed of. So basically, the gym, and just realizing that I've been making excuses for the past couple months. That's all I've been doing is making excuses. And I have to fix that.
Cool. I've been so happy to see you showing up the past couple of days. So I'm excited for what the fall has in store for you. And I know that when something having 2 kids added to your life, that's a big change. Like, whoa, right? And so it was just looking back at it, maybe not now, but even just from an outsider, and maybe a few years for you, it's a very small period of time that you took off from your business. You quickly realized that you were making excuses. You're showing up, and those that show up go up. And so I'm really proud of you.
Thank you.
So, all right, everybody. I am going to hop off here. If you need anything, send me a message. Next Tuesday, 9 p.m. I think that I have a special speaker coming in. So you don't want to miss it. 9 o'clock, set an alarm, 9 p.m. Eastern time, and let your friends and teammates know. Even if you can't get on, get them on. All right. Love you guys.